What's good, YouTube? Man of Steel here, and at the time of this recording, the drop event for Mega Medicham is out officially, and this video will be covering everything that you need to know about it. Mainly, if I had to stress out one thing you need to know, if you don't already, is please use as much stamina as possible exclusively in the expert. It's the only one that guarantees you a promo pack outside of like the first time you beat it. You're forced to beat them all once each because you start with beginner, and then that's how you unlock intermediate, advanced, expert. But once you have all of them, just focus on expert. Nonetheless, what are we playing for? Here we have a list of the promos. As soon as it loads up. So this video is gonna be a little all over the place, mainly because I want it out for y'all with time. So yeah, as you can see here, there's 5 promos. Not, I was gonna say it's always, technically there's that one time with Ultra Beast, but we have this Mudkip. The art is beautiful. As far as playability wise, doesn't really matter. Realistically, all that matters in a Mudkip is evolving into Swampert, so this doesn't really come up. Nice to have. As a collector, I want all 5, as should you technically, but we have a Plusle that's outside. Mining got a lot of love. Mining got an ability that bounces off the Plusle. It got its own 1-star. Plusle was a little more, like, I guess, neglected, but here you go. We got a promo so that you also have a new art for that. Then we have Ralts here, which the art is beautiful. However, the 10 damage, heal 10, draining kiss, I'm not sure if this Ralts would see play. If they made it like 50 HP, then oof, then you would see the play all over the place. But for now, I would think you would still go with the teleport one to get it out of the way, find Meloetta in the active, and start searching. Then we have Tornadus, which is just another reprint. This is exactly the same text. That's the same card as the one that's in the set, just a different artwork. Yeah, not much to say about that. I guess if you like Tornadus, there you go. And then the main event, the main card that you're searching for in this event is Mega Medicham. It has the attack 3 energy, Chakra Fist 100 plus. If it has a psychic energy, it does 40 more, so swing for 140. And then this attack isn't affected by any effects of your opponent's active Pokemon, so it knocks out. Fun fact: the wording is a little off. Personally, reading it through, you wouldn't know this, but it's based off, like, if you base it off of similar wording in TCG Live and just practice itself, this attack is able to knock out Oricorio regardless of its ability. It's also able to knock out like Mimikyu straight through its ability. So kind of crazy. Like, I guess the concept is crazy. The card itself is a little on the weaker side. Psychic and fighting don't really go together in sense of like, it's not like a Poliwrath that you could ramp with Mantike while having a deck full of psychic fighting energy. Not to mention that card itself didn't do anything either. So we'll see how it goes overall. Regardless, these are the cards we're playing for, and the way you play for them is by beating the missions. As we have beginner, intermediate, advanced, expert. There's 2 lists that I will be providing. One of them is gonna meet all the requirements. They both actually meet all the requirements of knocking out the psychic Pokemon, putting basics into play. For intermediate, putting a stage 1, both decks will have a stage 1. 2 Fantastical Parade cards, both of them do also have that. However, realistically, I would just use, okay, let's go to advanced is beginning with a psychic, using a Mega Evolution, playing 6 or more cards. That's where you start leaning to only one of the decks that I'm providing. And then the expert one you need with no EX, playing without EX, 12 cards, winning with the Mega Evolution. So, to no surprise, I already have provided, I have a whole video on how to beat every solo battle from Fantastical Parade with 12 cards. So I'm copying, whoops, that's not the list. Yeah, I'm using that same list, I'm providing that same list, repurposing it for this event. We don't even have to change a thing, really. Yeah, sorry that this video is not as organized as I would like it to be. But again, as long as y'all get the idea, you get the list, and you go for it, that's all that matters. So this list is the same one that I provided in that other video. It works perfectly in this event. I was able to beat the advanced without giving a point. I was able to beat it in expert. And as you can see, it's playing the 12 cards. You're playing double Meloetta, 2 Ralts, a Curlia, double Mega Gardevoir, double Ice Pop, double Diantha, which is and then the Peculiar Plaza. Sorry again for being all over the place. Just really want to get this video out for y'all. But yeah, this deck is perfect. This is the deck I would recommend to do everything from beginner all the way down to expert. And then eventually, once you just need to beat with no EXs, is that I would recommend the second deck that I'm providing here, as you saw it just 2 seconds ago. Togekiss, we're playing it with a few new cards. in the Meloetta and the Peculiar Plaza and the Ice Pop, so that's how you're able to get like the at least 2 cards from the new set. However, what makes this viable specifically is because once Togekiss attacks once, plus Togekiss plus the cape also makes it where they can't one-shot you with the Medicham. But most of the time, they're gonna take so long to set that up, and all you need is a Meloetta to be like online yourself. But yeah, Togekiss swings once. For those of you who don't know, Togekiss swings for 60, and then the next time it swings for 120. So that 120 plus Cynthia that adds 50 is 170 plus the weakness. You're swinging for so much damage with this Togekiss that Medicham stands no chance. What else? I guess, and it just meets all the requirements really. I wish there was more structure. There was more I could tell you. These events really, they come and go. So I would just like prioritize playing them as much as possible in the expert level. Again, if I haven't mentioned it already, I'm mentioning it now. As long as you knock it out in the expert level, you're guaranteed a pack. And also another thing that these events are great for is just farming dust. If you get lucky and just hit the EX over and over, and over, every time you hit the EX, a second, like after the first time, every other copy is 720 dust. I think that's the number. Nonetheless, it's more dust than we get, or a more efficient way of getting dust than just opening packs after pack after pack. And also it's just free as long as you keep on playing or using your hourglasses from the event. But with that, I'm gonna cut to some examples of using both decks against the expert level battle. Trust me, if you can beat the expert level, every level under is just so much easier. The AI in this one, outside of like drawing, like I guess the energy they tend to draw exactly the energy they need every time, which is kind of crazy. But other than that, the deck isn't really doing too much on their side of things. So with that, thank you for watching. Best of luck with the promos. Once again, sorry. Actually, comment down below if you're okay with this style of video, where it's more like off the cuff, me trying to post it as fast as possible so y'all get the content, or if you'd rather me take my time, send you a more, I guess, organized thing. However, I feel like I could do that more with the solo battles themselves. But once again, thank you all for watching. Please consider subscribing, and above all else, stay pro. We get to go first. I'm about to say, it doesn't really matter as long as you see Meloetta, right? Plaza's huge here. This is a really good hand, but we're not forced to put anything down necessarily. They love putting, I think, what was the last event? The Latios? They also had the Swana deck. Or cards or whatever. I think it's probably safe to put this down. I'm not sure if they're playing anything. Yeah, I think it's probably safe. Pass there. Well, this hand is pretty straightforward. We got everything we need. Realistically, once you open Meloetta, you kind of always have everything you need. That's one thing this deck is really good at. What keeps it from being any better in ranked is just simply the fact that everything else is like just as busted, or just going just as, or just swinging too hard. Basically, having your Mega have to be like the way you deal damage is not ideal. For this, however, for the event that we're doing, perfect. This deck satisfies the winning with a Mega, having 12 or more. What's the name of this set? Fantastical Parade cards. We could technically Mars here, although this in expert you don't need to win without giving any points, so I think we're okay passing here. So yeah. Let's say they found the Medicham. No Swana. Yeah, we get to retreat here. But yeah, having your Mega up front while everybody's swinging for too much damage, like, it's just a little awkward, right? But that doesn't take away from, like, in a situation like this, the card is like just really strong, right? I think I am gonna put all the energy over here. This Medicham can't even attack next turn. That's good. So they're probably gonna send the duck in the way, I'm assuming. Yeah. They will be swinging for 140. I can't do much about it. research. Some of the answers would be cool, I guess. Go. I thought we were going the whole Curlia, but I can just go right here. I am actually recording this like a few hours after the ending stream, so like I apologize if my voice is a little on the slower side. It tends to be in general, but again, just trying to get this video out for y'all. This deck is card for card the one that I have in my other video, so well it doesn't even matter where these energies go at this point. But the second video, which would be the non-EX version, that's like the one where I guess it's newer, or like that's what we're providing. But regardless, I wanted to show you an example of both decks doing their thing, right? So next one's for 140. Only reason I'm doing this is because I'm honestly, as I'm recording this is my first attempt against the deck itself, so I don't have the deck list card per card yet. And if they have Cyrus, we're kind of cooked, unless we could heal enough. Unfortunately, we didn't draw Diantha. We could technically Mars, or we could try to find another. They'll be swinging for 140. We would need two. Let's go Mars. Let's go Mars. Although the chance of finding the pub was pretty high. Backing out. $170. We could almost one shot with Mewtwo, which leads me to like maybe it's worth playing a copy of, well, no Cyrus there, so this is GG's. A copy of Geo just so that Mewtwo could one shot the Medicham. But as you can see, as is, the deck is capable of winning without even giving up a point, right? So we'll just swing here to cause it to get the game. As always, it's very important. I probably mentioned it already, but to do like to beat the expert level specifically, because it's the one that guarantees you the promo pack. Okay, none of these promos are like game changers, but as a collector, or as just trust me, you're gonna regret if you just don't get them. It's just part of the game. It's something else to do. So with that, let's jump to game number 2, in which we'll be using the non-EX strategy, basically. All right, now we're going first. In example number 2, this time we're using the Togekiss strategy. This was a little more straightforward. This could get annoying, honestly. Go Cape. I'm stuck between. Let's grab some cards. Alright, technically we could wait to see if we top deck Togekiss. It is what it is. Loretta. Unfortunately, no Peculiar, because if we were able to back out, then we start finding cards. But we're fine here. We have all the basics in the deck. So starting next turn, they could start swinging at us. Gonna apply pressure here. Downside is if they get heads, we're definitely not knocking this out. Let's see here. Tail. Okay. Yeah, basically, now it's a wrap from here. Weird example, not gonna lie. Doesn't really show us beating their strategy per se, but it's just. I guess I'm here to just show y'all that it's possible. I guess. Also, Ice Pop might deserve its own video, bro. The card's so ridiculous. Got the knockout here. Ogre Point can't set up, so ideally we draw Togekiss, but we can at least back out into Meloetta. Unless we get it right here. No, but Peculiar is huge here because we get to back out without getting rid of the energy, which means we could attack with Meloetta while not risking, while still having a follow-up with Togekiss. If we find it, of course. So tails we win. Heads, we'll have to get a little creative. By a little creative, I mean they buy themselves a little bit of time, but that's about it. There's Togekiss. Alright, they do play Cyrus, so to avoid not only Cyrus has 2 issues here. This card's insane, man. But yeah, basically Togekiss' damage resets every time if it gets moved back with Sabrina or Cyrus, something like that. So I just realized I'm BMing. They didn't put a bunch of nothing. This is our automatic game. But yeah, if the beauty of Togekiss though is that it attacks once, it goes up to its next attack would be. Wait, am I tripping? Oh, they flipped heads. Okay, my bad. I'm like, moving forward, fine. But basically, it swings for 120, with Cynthia will hit for 170, plus weakness to Medicham is 190. So with Cynthia and 1 attack beforehand, Togekiss more than able. Hold up, did they flip the ability again? No, we got this. Let's see. It seems to be active. I wasn't really paying attention, if I'm being honest. Debating just going for the duck, and then next turn we swing for enough damage where it's okay. Let's do that. This was a weird example, but it works all the same. Even with minus 100, we'd be swinging for 170, so we would have hit for 70. And all we needed to do is 30 damage. So not exactly the example I wanted to show. Can you tweak the deck a little bit? Yes, sir. Like here or there, most likely for sure. It just works is what matters, as long and like I mentioned, the combination of 1 Togekiss attack, Cynthia, and the weakness that Medicham has, and you're actually one-shotting all a basic HP. With that, I wish y'all the best of luck with the promo pools. Again, apologies for I'm trying to make this video. Currently it's 4 it's 4 in the morning, man. But so hopefully y'all it helps somebody, at least one person out. So again, thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing, and above all else, stay pro.